Supplements that one should take in pregnancy include the prenatal vitamin. Now, the prenatal vitamin gives you what you need if you're not eating an adequate diet. In addition, the folic acid in prenatal vitamin is important, especially in the first trimester where your baby's spinal cord is developing. That's critical. It's been shown that the folic acid in the prenatal will decrease the incidence of these birth defects of the spinal cord. In addition, we ask patients, if they're trying to get pregnant, to use the prenatal vitamins for the folic acid supplement that it contains.
Because omega-3 has been shown to be excessively associated with sleep problems and depression. And in this regard, especially in the 2017 study on pregnant women, it was shown that women with low fish consumption, that is, women with omega-3 deficiency, post-pregnancy depression is much higher.
But sometimes it's difficult to get enough iron or vitamin B12. You can talk to your midwife about how they can check that your body does have enough of these nutrients and what you can do about it if your levels are low.
Estrogen concentrations they reach during pregnancy, it makes choline to help supplement the dietary intake to make it less likely that they will become deficient. So why worry that women might need choline? Well, we found that about 44% of women in the U.S. have a genetic polymorphism, a misspelling of their genetic code, that results in the inability to turn on this gene with estrogen. And those women have a special requirement for choline, an increased dietary requirement for choline, and probably during pregnancy run into trouble. If we take animal models, rats and mice, and feed them low choline during pregnancy, their babies are born with decreased hippocampal function, decreased neurogenesis in the hippocampus, and if we give them extra choline, they have increased neurogenesis in the hippocampus and an increased memory function for the rest of their lives. And that effect seems to be mediated by an epigenetic mechanism.
Contain an extra free molecule and donate it to free radicals so that they can get stabilized and less reactive. This is the reason why antioxidants are primarily needed by the body to prevent a wide range of diseases. During pregnancy, antioxidants help maintain a successful pregnancy and prevent pregnancy outcomes such as preeclampsia, fetal growth restriction, miscarriage and preterm birth.
Anemia in pregnancy, which is when you may need to have iron, is caused by a physiological process of pregnancy called hemodilution. Now, it's a complicated medical term, but what it actually means is your hemoglobin becomes more dilute. The blood volume increases by about 50% when you're pregnant, hence why your hemoglobin tends to drop. Now, some little hints to help if you are taking iron tablets in pregnancy. Don't take them with coffee or tea because it inhibits the digestion of iron. When you have your iron tablet, take it with fresh orange juice because that will aid the digestion. So just a little hint to help keep your iron levels up.
Researchers say they found a protein in the brain that may be partially to blame. Karen Drew here with the latest on a new study and what it could mean for expectant moms. Karen?
Well, we hear a lot about postpartum depression, but about 10 to 15% of expectant mothers actually experience depression during pregnancy. Well, now, new research is pinpointing a particular problem and how mothers-to-be can fight back.
Links the problem to a protein found in the brain known as BDNF.
What we saw is that women who had steeper declines from early to later pregnancy had greater risk for depressive symptoms in late pregnancy.
Researcher Lisa Christian says BDNF regulates mood in all of us, but in pregnant women it's also vital for the placenta and helps with the baby's brain development. The more BDNF levels drop during pregnancy, the more risks may go up.
In this study, we also saw that women who had lower BDNF in the third trimester had higher risk for delivering babies of low birth weight.
This study shows that as a mom, it's important that you have good iodine status for the brain development of your child. And I would suggest that you make the iodine more important than the thyroid autoimmunity in this case. Because as this study shows, if you avoid iodine, yes, you may help with your thyroid autoimmunity, but as these study results show, having better iodine status is going to be better for the development of your child's brain. So if you're pregnant and you want to make sure your child has good brain development, do not avoid iodine. Make sure you have adequate iodine intake. That will be more important for the health of your child's brain than even taking thyroid hormone replacement. Not to say that you shouldn't take thyroid hormone replacement if you need it, but iodine is going to be more important for the intellectual or neurological development of your child than would thyroid hormone replacement.
Especially important for pregnant women because it supports the development of the baby's brain and nervous system. Zinc also helps prevent infections and complications during pregnancy, such as preterm birth, low birth weight, and preeclampsia. And according to WHO, pregnant women aged 19 and older need 11 milligrams of zinc per day. This amount can be obtained from a balanced diet that includes foods rich in zinc,